You know, when you look at the Cleveland Browns draft 2017, scratch your head. Sit there and say, how the hell did an organization come out with them names in a draft? Let alone the Cleveland Browns. They came out, think about this. At one point, them guys were all top 10 draft picks. At one point, DeShone Kizer was, I think, supposed to go number 2. But you got Jabril Peppers, DeShone Kizer, Myles Garrett, and Dooku. And don't forget about the 2 dudes you got from North Carolina and Florida, the Gator. Caleb Brentley. That dude was a first-round draft pick, but he got in that fucking altercation with that fucking whore. And it's proven that he didn't even do it. So you're looking at the Cleveland Browns draft, you're starting to scratch your fucking head. You're like, what do you look at? This team is loaded. This draft is fucking loaded. You're scratching your head saying, how the fuck did this team come out with these fucking names? Let alone the Cleveland Browns. They came out with the top fucking names in the draft. So I'm really fucking excited. Sashi Brown is a fucking god. You know, there's negotiators, and there's God, and then there's Sashi Brown. Sashi Brown took a second-round draft pick and a first-round draft pick off of Bill O'Brien and Rick Smith again. You think about this. Every draft, he goes in there with another. He got a number 1 draft pick for fucking number 12. Then we moved down 13 spots and we selected Jabril Peppers. Bob Sanders, a.k.a. Sean Taylor, a.k.a. Troy Polamalu. This guy is going to be better than Troy Davis Polamalu. I'm telling you, I see the way this guy plays. He flies all over the fucking ball. He's fucking a monster. He's a chiseled piece of steel out there. That's what he is. Couple that with DeShone, and I'll be honest with you, DeShone Kizer, look, I like the pick, but I'm under the interpretation that the Cleveland Browns don't need DeShone Kizer because I think Brock Osweiler, I think he's going to be a fucking superstar this year. And I think you're going to look at DeShone Kizer like a Jimmy Garoppolo. 2 or 3 years from now, there's going to be teams begging, probably Rick Smith, begging to get fucking DeShone Kizer off the Browns. And Sashi Brown will probably get 2 first-round draft picks for him. Guaranteed. He'll get something for it. He'll get something. Like you never. He'll get the most outrageous, outlandish thing for DeShone Kizer. Because I really believe that Brock Osweiler is going to be a fucking dominant player. Now, Patriot fans, real quick, I believe the best thing that could happen to your organization right now is for Brady to get injured. Because you're going to see how good Garoppolo is. I think Garoppolo's a superstar. There's a reason Sashi Brown wanted him, because he's a superstar. Trust me when I tell you. So I think you're going to see DeShone Kizer turn into the same type of player Garoppolo is. And we got Brock Osweiler, who's going to just be a fucking beast. So right now on that roster, we have 2 fucking great quarterbacks. And don't forget Cody Kessler, who was on his ass all last year. I mean, if this guy could just stand up straight in the pocket and not have to worry about getting fucking destroyed, he would have had a great season. If he had a strong arm, he'd be the next Aaron Rodgers. Cody Kessler can play some fucking ball. His arm just, like in this win right now, I can throw the ball. DeShone Kizer can throw the ball. Cody Kessler? No. Oh, Deshaun Watson? No. There was no way Deshaun Watson was going to play. Honestly, Deshaun Watson is not an NFL quarterback. You know who Deshaun Watson is? Deshaun Watson is Vince Young smaller. A smaller version of Vince Young with a better throwing mechanic. Vince Young threw the ball like a girl sidearm. Deshaun Watson throws the ball like a girl overhand. So, I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns. I'm still blown away by what they got in this draft. I'm looking at this draft and I'm saying, you got Myles Garrett, the best player in the draft. You got Jabril Peppers, a top 5 talent. You got Ndoku, a top 5 talent. You got Kizer. I mean, these guys were all top fucking 10 picks at one time. Couple that with Caleb Brantley, the guy out of UNC. The guy's 310 pounds. He's built like The Rock. I've never seen a guy built so fucking like a beast. 310 pounds, 6'4". Unbelievable. This draft is amazing. I know there's going to be the fucking haters out there. Oh, they haven't done nothing yet. That's going to be whatever. That's why you have a draft. That's why you have a coach. Last year, Hugh Jackson didn't have nothing to work with. Hell, he had a rookie quarterback. And I mean, one knock on Hugh Jackson is he thought he could fix Robert Griffin III. And I'll be honest with you, Robert Griffin III is garbage. He always has been garbage. I was right about him from the get-go. Greg Williams, oh my God, we're going to have the most punishing, mesmerizing defense ever. Steelers fans, you're going to like Josh Dobbs. I'm going to tell you why you're going to like him, because Ben Roethlisberger ain't going to last 3 games. He'll probably be out the first game of the season. I'm going to tell you why. Ben Roethlisberger, if you look at him compared to like the Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger's a fat, overweight slob, and I'm going to tell you why he doesn't take care of his body. A guy like Tom Brady takes care of his body, and he can probably play to his 45, 46. But I will say this about Josh Dobbs. raw. I would have loved to see. You know, if the Browns didn't take Cash, I would have took Dobbs. Dobbs has a cannon of an arm, little thin, but he has a cannon of an arm, and he looks like he's, he'll be able to process things. He's a rocket science. I know that doesn't translate to football necessarily, but I think Josh Dobbs is going to be good. So I think for the Steeler fans, I think you guys got lucky. I think you're going to have a franchise quarterback in Dobbs. I really like the way he throws the ball. I like it. I really do. I like Dobbs. I do, and he can move. But you're not drafting it necessarily to move. You're drafting to lead a franchise. And Ben Roethlisberger, look, I used to give Roethlisberger a lot more credit than he deserved. He was good, but nowhere near the credit I gave him. He's not even a top 10 quarterback anymore. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I would take him. With the talent Cleveland has right now, Roethlisberger on it, we win a Super Bowl, no doubt. But the best thing for Pittsburgh to do is to play Dobbs. Honestly, the best thing for Pittsburgh to do is to fire Mike Tomlin. You're looking at the guy, Mike Tomlin, the worst coach in NFL history. He wants to be friends with the players. They don't respect them. I mean, do you honestly think Antonio Brown would have pulled that shenanigan that he did in Pittsburgh in Bill Belichick's locker room? He would have been cut for the team, regardless of who he is. So them players don't respect Tomlin, and that's evidence of it right there. So Mike Tomlin needs to be fired immediately. Moving over to the Cleveland Browns. If Mike Tomlin got fired, I'd take him at Cleveland as a defensive back coach. That's about all he's worth. This draft is going to transform this organization. Remember 2017 draft and the dynasty that ensues. Because that's exactly what's just happening.